Sorry, Paul.
All right. All right, my friends, we've got 3 more plays to read aloud. The next play that we are reading is the Lego Creation Catastrophe by Caleb.
Hello, y'all.
Hi,
Caleb.
Excellent. Caleb, is there anything you want us to know about this play before we read it?
No.
No? All right. We'll be ready to go. In the Lego Creation Catastrophe, Jason will be read by DT, and Tommy will be read by Fred. The setting is 2 brothers, Tommy and Jason, are in their house playing.
I'm going in my room to start building a Lego piano set, so don't disturb me, okay?
Hey, I'm going to go play video games in my room.
Tommy gets bored of playing video games, so he goes and knocks and tries to get Jason out of his room.
No, I'm trying to do work and you're bothering me, and I'm not done building the Lego set at my desk. Besides, you got tons of things to play with in your room.
Come on, let's go play outside. It's such a sunny day.
If you can help me out, then maybe we can go play outside in a little bit.
That's a really smart idea, but I don't know what to do. So maybe you can help me out with this.
Okay, I'll come help, and I got the instruction manual. Yeah, I know this is hard for you, but just try to do your best, and then you can get the job done.
Tommy looks at the manual, and then he tries connecting the pieces together. But he kind of messed up, and he's trying to fix the messed up pieces on the Lego set.
How about we both work on the Lego set together, okay?
That sounds like a great idea, big bro.
Jason helps Tommy out with the manual. They'll tell him that if it's not right, or saying that if it's in the wrong piece, to the piano Lego set.
Finally, I got the pieces in the right spot.
End of play. What do we love about the Lego Creation Catastrophe?
Well, I think it's so neat how Tommy takes credit for all the work at the end, even though everybody had to help him out to get it done.
Oh yeah.
Like, Tommy's like, I did this.
Right.
Very nice. Excellent. What else do we love? I just love that from the writing you can tell that these are brothers. These are characters that have known each other for a long time. That's really clear and that comes through. If you think this is a realistic play and this would happen in real life, can I get a yes?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody think this is not realistic? No. We always have to have our one piece of
course.
Right? No, I think this is just a very sometimes they call it a slice of life play, right? Like where you just see a few moments out of someone's day. It feels like a really authentic slice of life. Anything else we love about this play? What questions do we have about the world of this play? What do we want to know more about? Tavion?
What game was the Lego playing? I don't know.
What?
One of the Lego characters playing a video game.
Video.
Oh, the video game. So more details about the video game that Tommy was playing before it switched over to Legos. That could be interesting.
Probably Lego Star Wars.
Oh, that could be an interesting suggestion. Yeah, Brandon?
Where was the Lego Catastrophe?
Ooh, interesting. Where was the Lego Catastrophe in the title? So we had a couple near catastrophes, right? But that's interesting to think about, Caleb, right? Okay. Any suggestions? Caleb, anything to share before we move on to suggestions or thoughts?
I haven't finished with this yet. This is just half of this, and I was gonna write some catastrophe parts, but we got no time doing stuff.
Caleb, I so appreciate that. That's so helpful when you're giving playwright to know where they are in their process, right? So Caleb, having that information helps us know what we can kind of offer you in terms of suggestions. So, speaking of that, do we have any suggestions or thoughts for Caleb's next draft, as we know we're kind of right in the middle of the action of things?
Yeah, I think it would be cool to have lots more kind of words where they're talking to each other about how to fix the, kind of make it so that everybody understands that, Tommy doesn't really quite know what he's doing, and his brother has to kind of come in and help him. I mean, you have that as the idea of what you want, but to have them talk about it maybe,
Okay.
and just having more conversations about it so that it's like, that doesn't go there, no, maybe that should go there, that kind of thing.
Adding that into the dialogue.
And
very nice.
adding to that, and then making it real clear at the end that Tommy says he gets all the credit. I love that. Like a ta-da at
Any
the
other
end.
suggestions for the next draft?
Well, probably, it could be where, when Tommy interrupts Jason, or Jason's already frustrated because it's not going well. Well, I just can't fix this part, I just can't do this. So, maybe Jason could have a little bit more dialogue about how it's not going right. And he says, well, what else can go wrong? And so you might as well come in, it's already messed up anyway. And then, they work on it, and, of course, the good outcome is that Tommy, sort of, although he doesn't want to admit this, helps him fix the Lego set and get it right. Because he might point out something that Jason's overlooking, and sometimes it takes, somebody who's not really doing the thing to point out the most obvious thing that you just can't get that fit there. Well, what about, did you try that? Don't work.
Right.
I'll try it anyway, so
So
yeah.
that suggestion of kind of switching who has the information and that power dynamic, yeah.
I'm kind of wondering how their relationship is as life goes on. How they, like when they get older, how their relationship sort of would be.
Great, so just wondering about that relationship and how it grows, whether or not that is in our next draft or not, whether or not we have a sequel or not. Caleb, do you know what will happen at the end of this draft, or you just haven't written it yet, or are you still
I just
looking
haven't
for
written
ideas?
it yet.
Okay.
You haven't been here in a while, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, but you've got the idea, you just are still working towards that draft.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Interesting, we have this theme of collaboration coming up in all these different plays.
I know.
Yeah, that's nice.
We saw it in the forest, see it in the Lego, in the haunted house.
Yeah. Fred, I agree with you, and it's interesting because when you have a play that has to have a conflict, you could either have the characters be kind of against each other, like that's the conflict, or you could have them working together towards something else, right? So I think that's a very astute observation. All right, one more round of applause for Caleb. All right, our penultimate play, our second to last play, is The Swapped Song by Brandon. All right, Brandon, is there anything you would like this group to know before we read your play?
Not really.
Not really, not really. My friends, it is Tuesday, so Brandon is wearing a black blazer and a purple tie today. Brandon is ready for the day.
Very nice.
Martini, sounds very Italian.
Tuesdays.
All right, here we go. All right. The Swapped Song. The setting is a music studio. Brandon, looking like The Weeknd, and the producer walk into the studio. Brandon turns around and tries to walk out. The producer grabs his arm and pulls him back into the studio.
Where do you think you are going to?
I am sick. I need to go home.
Very funny. I know how it is to make a new song. We need this to be recorded by 5 p.m., I think.
So, you do not even know how long we're supposed to be here for? This is very disappointing. I bet a school would be better with time.
What did you say?
I must ask, what were the song's ideas?
You left them in your office. If you need them, get them. Or You may have left them in there with you.
Oh, here they are.
Now then sing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have been trying to get back to you, get back to you. I did not know it had been that long. I should have known. I want school. Yeah, I want a school.
Okay, hold on. You're not even singing the right lyrics. I want an explanation as to why you're wasting my time.
I thought it would have been a clever idea to mix things up a little bit. You know?
You are not even singing the right or near the right lyrics.
I'm sorry, I did not know. I thought I was singing something close.
You know what? Never mind.
The real Weekend, looking like Brandon, enters.
May I ask, are you lost? And what are you? Who are you?
I am the Weekend, your boss.
Of the Weekend? Do you know this guy?
No, I do not. Why is he here?
I do not know, but I will see what he wants. Who are you?
I am the Weekend.
No, 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 I'm the Weekend.
No, I am the Weekend.
No, I'm the Weekend.
No, I am the Weekend.
Yeah, they said this was fake. But no, it is real. I am switched with a kid.
Wait, what is he talking about, Weekend?
I am a kid. That is me. My name is Brandon, and I do believe it is the Weekend.
Hey, your net income is $452.76, right?
Yeah? How did you know that?
Well, it is about to be $226.38. If you do not believe me.
You cannot do that. You are just a kid.
You said your name was Brandon, right?
Yeah, my name is Brandon. What of it?
What is up with your eyes? Man, they shake. And I can't read text from far away. Were you like dropped as a baby?
No, I was not dropped on my head. I was born with a visual impairment. That means that my eyes do not work like yours.
I see. So, wait, what are we doing? There is a song that needs to be recorded.
You are right. Wait, so you are a kid,
Yes, I am. 16-year-old kid.
and you are the Weekend.
Yes, I am.
Prove it, then.
Brandon starts to climb on the wall and starts to act like a monkey. The Weekend starts to hum a beautiful tune.
Look, I now believe you, because the Weekend never acts like that.
I wonder, if me and the Weekend touched the lyrics, would we switch back to normal?
Maybe.
It is worth a shot.
Brandon picks up the lyrics and looks at the Weekend. They both touch different sides of the paper. They start to shake. They both fall to the ground, and then they both get up and rub their heads.
I am back to my body.
I am back to my body too.
I am super confused. Let us just get this over with so I can go home.
It changed.
It is about school. This is what I was singing a few minutes before you came.
Let us give closer.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have been trying to get back to you, get back to you. I did not know it had been that long. I should have known. I want school. Yeah, I want a school. I have been away from school for too long. All I want is you. All I want is school.
I'm happy I have health insurance.
And to play. Yeah, we heard the singing, right? We've been reading this play in class. PT, I do nowhere close to bringing the musical perspective.
It was truly
You
beautiful.
brought it. Sure, well done, Fred, well done. Yes, Vicky.
I liked a few things. The songs, and I'm so happy I have
The closing line.
I also like the fact that Brandon basically gave himself a cameo.
That Brandon wrote himself in the play, right? We talked about that, right?
Yeah.
That's super cool. That is super cool. Ms. Parker, help me out with our comments right here.
Layla?
I have to say I'm super confused on what's going on.
Okay, Layla, that is partially my fault because I forgot to read at the beginning of the play that Brandon, the DT reading Brandon was really the weekend, and that the weekend was really Brandon. So part of that was the stage direction. That would have been really helpful.
David?
I didn't know Brandon was alive.
Oh, the stage direction where Brandon acts like a monkey, right? Right. Interesting. Aaron?
Okay, I was like, while Brendan sing, I heard the real week is like, right, homie, hello, Brendan.
So when they sang together, you really liked that they were kind of working together and one was singing and one was humming along?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Tavion? All right. Excellent. Brandon, the premise of this play gets me every time. Like, what if we had a body swap, right? What if the two people are there? And just even the logic that you followed as a writer to get us from the beginning to the middle to the end of this play was really, really fun to kind of follow what was happening with those characters. Also really hard to do with just 3 characters, but very well written in that way. Anything else that we really just loved about it?
I have some nice
Yes,
things about
yes.
that. I was taken back to my teenage, and I'm going to call it childhood because I don't think I was very mature as a teenager. But I remember thinking, that is brave, Brandon, because I would have loved to have been in Karen's body. And I had a favorite singer. I won't say who they are because they'll say I'm really old, so I won't say anything. But anyway, I had this favorite singer, and I would have loved to have swapped bodies with her. I don't know how she would feel about that. Or if I would have been studying Shakespeare at the time, I would like to imagine what Hero's body might have been like. So it would be just it was a cool thing. And I was imagining the backstory, so how long has he been in this, have they been in each other's bodies? That leads into a question, of course, but this play really did things with my mind, because I love this kind of stuff. I like recording and mixing, and I also like things of the paranormal nature too, so it was really a good play that way.
So Barbara, did you have a question for Brandon in terms of the world of the play?
I do.
Great.
I'm wondering about how long these two have been switched over, and a little bit about their thinking process about going to the studio. Of course, the weekend was obviously late, and Brandon was right on time. In weekend's body, so something had to happen to make them. They had each other's thoughts too, because they had each other's brains and they had each other's voices. So there's all kinds of mess. I was just thinking about, I would like more information about some of the stuff they went through, and how did they decide to get to the studio? Was it just a pull? Was it, this is what we're supposed to do? Yeah, that kind of thing.
So a little bit of that backstory.
Yeah.
There. Any other questions we have for Brandon?
I got a question for Brandon. I was really interested in the fact that the theme of missing school kept creeping into the words of the song, and I wondered where that came from, Brandon.
Yeah.
It's actually what the character Brandon wanted. He didn't want to be inside of the weekend's body. He actually wanted to go to school.
He really did.
Want that. I thought
He was trying to leave. He acted to be sick, and he also sung about school.
what?
Nice.
Oh, it's the weekend, okay. Wow.
Any other questions, Mickey?
How did they switch bodies?
Yeah, that backstory of how that switch happened, right? I love that we saw how we decided to switch back, right? But how did that initial switch happen?
Did they like run into each other?
Yeah. Brandon, any other thoughts before we do some suggestions real quick? No? No? Not really? All right, any suggestions we have for the next draft? What is one change or adjustment Brandon might consider in the next draft? Brandon, I'm wondering if we take this idea of what Brandon wants with school and develop that even further. I mean, if there's a way for either the producer or for the weekend to ask a question or be a little bit curious to maybe develop that in the next draft. So Leanna, yeah.
What if because he was telling Brandon's part of the story about how he was stuck in his body at the studio. What if he did a draft on maybe the weekend stuck at the school?
Like a different part of that story. I love that.
Come visit these blankets.
I love that, and the two pieces find a way to come together. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, one more round of applause for Brandon. All right, our final play of the afternoon has the working title of Title. This is written by Elliott. Elliott, give us a wave and a hello.
Hey.
Elliott's right here. In this draft, the role of Nick will be read by BT. The role of Josh will be read by Fred. The role of Eliza will be read by Kathy. The role of Nathan will be read by Barbara. And then there's the guy, right? Oh, and apparently I will be reading the role of the guy. Fantastic. Great. Elliott, is there anything you want us to know before you read this play? No? All right. All right, here we go. Title by Elliott. Setting. It starts off at a house of two brothers, Nick and Josh. Then it's the park after the setting takes place at a random man's friend's house who happens to be throwing a party. The final setting is at the place that has the go-karts.
Josh, I want to go out for a drive in my Ferrari. You want to join?
Sure, man. I'm bored anyways. There's no one to play video games with because they are not online.
Cool. Just meet me outside when you're ready. I will call some of our friends to see if they want to meet up with us somewhere.
Okay, I will be out there in a couple of minutes.
All right. Eliza and Nathan said they would meet up with us at the skate park.
Hey, bro. I don't know why we can't go somewhere that has go-karts.
Because that's kind of lame, don't you think?
No, don't lie. You know you like going go-karting.
No, man. We're going to meet up with them at the skate park. I already told them we would be there. Besides, we almost here.
This sucks, bro. Whatever. You know, if I was in your position and you was me, I would be driving you around and I would take you wherever you wanted to go.
Yeah, I understand. But it's only 12 p.m. We might have time to go go-karting after the skate park. If Mom says it's okay.
Nick and Josh arrive at the skate park.
Hey, yo! Josh, what's up? How you doing?
Nothing much. Just annoyed at Nick because I wanted to go go-karting. But it's whatever. So, what's good with you, man?
Oh, sorry to hear about that, man. I'm doing good. Where's Nick?
He's waiting for Nathan. Speaking of him, look who just showed up.
Do you guys want an autograph or something? But anyways, let's skateboard. I bet I can do more tricks than y'all.
You can try. I'm better than all three of you.
Nathan is the first one to go on the skate ramp. All of a sudden he falls by trying to do a 180 nollie.
Oh,
Hey, you okay?
Kevin?
Chill out,
Whoa.
man. It's some trick. Anyone can do that.
Oh, yeah? Then how about you do the same trick Nathan just did? don't mess up, because I'm gonna post your epic fail when you fall off that ramp.
Okay, bet.
Eliza pulls out her phone and starts recording. Nick stands on top of the ramp holding his skateboard.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Nick does the 180 nollie perfectly.
Wow! I'm surprised you didn't break anything.
Vroom, vroom.
What was that?
I don't know, it sounded like a loud engine.
Nick, isn't that your car?
No, my keys are in my pocket. Oh, no, I think they must have fell in the grass and somebody must have picked them up.
Then let's go get them.
That's exactly why you don't try to flex in a lower class neighborhood. And besides, why are we in a lower class neighborhood where upper class people can rob us?
There he is. I see him, he is in Nick's car.
Get out of my car and give me my keys back.
Get lost. You're on the wrong side of town. Who do you think you are coming in my neighborhood trying to flash your money around?
We're sorry, we don't want any problems. We just want the car back.
No. The guy starts driving Nick's car.
Quick, let's take my car. Hurry up.
Don't let him get away. That's my favorite car that I just got.
Ha! Mom is gonna ground you for not being responsible.
How was I supposed to know keys fell out of my pocket?
They follow the man. All of a sudden, the man gets out of what looks like to be a friend's house throwing a party. Everyone gets out of Nathan's car and goes to Nick's car to see if the keys are inside.
Dang it!
What?
The keys are not there. He took them with him.
Well, let's sneak inside and try not to get caught so we can get your keys back.
Nick, you know this wouldn't have happened if we had just gone go-karting.
Shit!
Both of y'all shut up and let's sneak inside to get Nick's keys.
Everyone climbs through the window at the man's house. Nick falls.
Are you trying to get us caught?
Yes, I am.
I thought you wanted your key.
No, I just wanted to stay for the party.
They're gonna kick us out, bro, if we try to stay.
I was being sarcastic, dummy.
I see them. They're on the shelf. Right there.
I think I hear someone coming. Get out and I'll run grab the keys. Yes, I know this is risky, but it's worth it.
Everyone climbs out of the window, and Nick runs on the other side of the room and grabs his keys, and then he climbs back to meet the others outside where they wait for him.
Good job.
Now what do you want to do for the rest of the day?
Let's go go-karting.
Thank you.
No problem. Besides, you helped me and I owe you one, man.
Everyone gets in their car and goes to the place that has go-karts. Everyone gets into the go-karts.
Oh yeah, I'll beat all y'all.
In your dreams, little bro.
End of play. All right, my friends, what do you love about this play?
I love about that Nick wanted to go to the skateboard with Nathan and his Eliza,
Yeah.
his brother.
So that was a really clear want that came through. All right, all right.
It tells the whole story. It has a setup, beginning, middle, and it comes back around to where it started.
Yeah,
Complete story.
yeah. All the elements are there. All the elements are there, yeah.
I love the rhythm of the words.
Yeah.
I love the language in this play. We had arguments about this among ourselves, but that's okay. I love the rhythm of the words in this play. I think they're really natural. I
Yeah.
can just see this happening with these kids.
You give me a yes if you think this dialogue felt realistic.
Yes.
There we go, yes. I heard a resounding yes. I'm not even gonna let our naysayers say no on that one. There we go. There we go. Very realistic. I love how simple the premise is, but yet the stakes are so high, right? It's a very simple setup, but if you don't have your car, right, and you can't get where you're going, then that's a really realistic dilemma. So I just love that. Any questions that we have for Elliott about the world of this play?
I have one.
Aaron?
my question is, why did Nick lost his key?
Why did Nick lose his keys?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. We hear a little bit about that in the dialogue, right? But there might be an opportunity to learn a little bit more. Mahogany?
What's the color of the car?
Details for the color of the car.
Red,
Okay.
candy red,
I wanna
baby.
know what color
Tavion?
Nathan's car is.
What is all the character names?
All the character names to keep track of them? Are you asking right now, or is that just what you're wondering about?
Well, I was wondering about.
You're wondering about that? Okay.
Well, I wonder what the character name is.
Yeah? Yeah. So we've got Nathan, we've got, Nick, Josh, Eliza, right?
Nick reminds me of Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Nathan,
Yeah.
the guy that comes out of nowhere.
Alright. Brandon?
So, what were the characters' names again?
Nick, Josh, Eliza, Nathan, and then the guy.
Who did she play?
Barbara?
Oh, I played Nathan.
You played Nathan?
Yeah.
Yes.
How did Nathan get to the skate park? Because how it was
He went with his brother.
how it was described in my ears, I thought they walked,
Okay.
but they apparently had a car.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nathan has a car, yeah.
So, I see, so an opportunity for clarification there if we wanted to do that. Okay, okay. Thank you for that. Any other questions for Elliott? Elliott, anything you want to say before we offer some suggestions? No? Okay. All right. Any suggestions for the next draft of this play? Terry?
This would take a slightly different direction, but I think it could really be funny to add a little bit of a cliffhanger. Now, who's the guy, I've gotten the names mixed up. Who had the Ferrari?
That's Nick.
Nick, okay.
Yeah.
So, and the other guy was Nathan, right? Anyway, I think it would be really funny if there was a stage direction right at the end, as they get in, as they're go-karting away, that maybe and Nathan's keys lie on the ground.
No.
So that we have a throwback to the lost keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so that we never know whether somebody's gonna get his.
Right.
Other keys.
I'm checking it with Kevin Moore, who's here from Actors Theater. What is the word for that in playwriting when you go back to something? I think there's an official word for it, I'm just not remembering what it is.
Not a flashback, no.
A flashback?
Yeah, flashback,
A
yeah.
callback, something like that? I'm checking with Katie too. Anybody? Actors, artists? A revisit? Revisiting something? It is a concept, Terry, it's a good suggestion. It's a concept and a tool that playwrights use to kind of introduce something and then loop back to it, right?
Yeah.
So whatever the official name is, it's a good idea to think about and have in mind. Any other suggestions? Kathy?
Yeah, I don't know if this is a suggestion or a question or what, but this play takes place in like several different places. And I guess I'm curious to know if you were putting that on a stage, it'd be fun to figure out how you could make these things look a little bit like a skate park, look a little bit like the go-karts, look a little bit like, just figuring out with stage directions, how you would kind of fix that kind of stuff up. I think it could be done with even low budget, the more I think about it, with chairs and maybe a ramp. It's just a suggestion of these things on stage or something. I don't know.
Lots of ways to think through that. Lots of ways to do that. Any other suggestions for our next draft? Yeah.
This might take it in sort of a different direction, but there was a little hint of like the class dynamics, like low income and high income, and like the different neighborhoods, and that could be interesting to kind of develop that a little bit more in like a social justice kind of angle.
Always a good thought to have that first draft and see what's coming up to the surface and how could we potentially develop that a little bit more. One more round of applause for Elliott. artists from Braille Theater, and most of all, thank you to the playwrights for your fabulous. All right, I'll turn it over to somebody on staff to give directions, because that is not part of my job.
Okay, thanks to the audience for being such a good audience and paying attention, asking such good questions and giving comments, because every writer loves to share their writing and to hear what people have to say, so thank you for that. Okay, so we have about 6 or 7 minutes until the bell rings. Middle school, what would you like to do?
How about starting in this middle school to Miss Parker's room?
Okay, middle school to Miss Parker's room, everybody else stay where you are right now.
Yep.